Yes, it's already live.
साउंड चेक कर लेना ना.
Good evening. I am Lipika, and on behalf of Bhubaneswar, we welcome you to the validation ceremony of the National Workshop on Data Science and Machine Learning for Remote Sensing. This 3-day on-site national workshop is organized by International Institute of Information and Technology, Bhubaneswar, in active collaboration with IEEE Geoscience and Remote Sensing Society KOLKATA chapter and IEEE Antennas and Propagation Society Bhubaneswar subsection. We set 3 distinct objectives of our workshop, such as enlighten the participants on the future direction of data science and machine learning for remote sensing, provide training in artificial intelligence techniques in specified domains, and facilitate interdisciplinary collaborations. We are very happy to share with you that this workshop has successfully fulfilled all these objectives. And this event is a grand success with efforts from the eminent experts and participants from across the continent, our worthy collaborators from IEEE GRSS and IEEE APS, worthy reporters and officials from press and media, and IIIT family. The event maximized the learning opportunities through scholarly lectures, brainstorming sessions, hands-on experiments, rigorous and meaningful discussions, along with presentations by participants. The commendable journey did not start on the inaugural day, but much earlier. Similarly, the validation won't pause the process of learning, but take it further. Today, this ceremony only marks a close to the event, but the intensive training provided by the workshop will certainly continue to play a significant role in conditioning the decisions of emerging researchers in conceiving new project ideas. As the word validation itself means, stay well with power. We are sure that the workshop has enabled you to think and rethink data and understand vividly how data goes from its raw form to actionable insights in this technologically transforming and dynamic world. The significant objectives of our workshop remind me of famous words of a contemporary Israeli author, Yuval Noah Harari, who rightly says, "Those who own data own the future." We are sure that the workshop has played a significant role in shaping your future decisions, maybe in a short span of 3 days, but in a powerful way. Initiating such learning platforms in IIIT Bhubaneswar echoes our commitment to foster innovation and creativity. And we feel creativity should not be a luxury for a few in the society. It should not be a luxury for a few in the crowd. Instead, we redefine creativity as a basic capacity for survival and success for everyone. And with the brilliant mentorship of our director, IIIT Bhubaneswar, we'll keep up the noble work. Now, to celebrate the huge success of the 3-day national workshop, today we have with us esteemed dignitaries from across the country. With great pleasure, let's welcome the dignitaries onto the stage. May I please invite our mentor and guide, Director IIIT Bhubaneswar, Professor Assis Ghosh, to please come on stage. Let's welcome with a huge round of applause. I take this opportunity to invite our guest of honor, Sri Pradeep Kumar Mishra, Senior Director, Dell Technologies, to please join us on stage. I'm glad to invite our guest of honor, Professor Pradipta Kumar Nanta, Vice Chancellor, Shiksha O Anusandhan Dean, University, to please come on the stage. Now I invite our chief guest of the evening, Dr. Ramanuj Narayan, Director Council of Science and Industrial Research, Institute of Minerals and Materials Technology for Measure, to please join us on stage. Let's have a huge round of applause. We are thrilled with this august presence on stage. Your support makes us more confident. Thank you for being with us at the validation to celebrate our splendid success. As a sign of respect and warm welcome, I request our students to felicitate our guests with flower plants. I would like to request the convener of this workshop, Professor Sanjeev Kumar Misra, to Bhubaneswar, to please join us on stage. I request our students to facilitate Professor Sanjeev Kumar Misra with flower plant. Let's have a huge round of applause for the convener of the workshop. Thank you, students. I would also like to take this opportunity to welcome the participants who joined us in this workshop from across the nation. I may share this with everyone that when we briefly interacted with the participants during the workshop, they eagerly revealed that the workshop has created an intellectually stimulating environment for them. It has enabled them to recognize unexplored research gaps. It has also enabled them to enrich their network. And interestingly, they conveyed that now they have new algorithms to integrate in research methods. In addition to these, one dominant response was their exposure to the experts from industries was magnificent. We take extreme pleasure in nurturing talent and helping them explore technology frontiers. Let's have a huge round of applause for all the participants here. We are proud. Welcome to the validation ceremony. We also take this opportunity to welcome the media persons, reporters from press who joined us in this evening, and students, staff, faculty members of IIIT family. Welcome to the validation. Together, we are always better and stronger. Now let's have a small Deepam ceremony, as we know that it has great spiritual and intellectual significance, because Deepam signifies knowledge. For this, may I please request the dignitaries on stage to proceed for the noble act. shine bright and bring us warmth and positivity. The workshop has taught us one thing: being together is progress. Let's celebrate the spirit of being together and take pride in our roots and sing along our state anthem. For this, I request our students of music band group on stage to sing Bande Utkal Chale. I request everyone to please stand with respect to our state's anthem. Thank you everyone, and thank you students. We are proud of you, and we are proud of our motherland. Now, with great pleasure, may I please invite our mentor and guide, Director IIIT Bhubaneswar, Professor Ashish Ghosh, to please address us.
A very good evening to all. My respected guests, dignitaries sitting on the dais, Senior Director of Dell Technologies, Mr. Mishra, Professor Nanda, Vice Chancellor of Shiksha Horizontal University, Dr. Narayan, Director of IIIT Bhubaneswar, and my colleague, Dr. Mishra. It gives me immense pleasure to address you all towards this fag end of the study workshop, which went very successfully, as I understand from the active participation of all the members. Maybe many of you know that I joined this institute around 3 months back. And since then, we are trying to take up a lot of initiatives to be a little more active, more proactive, more collaborative. And all these workshops are aimed for that. In a quick succession of maybe 1 month or so, we had already conducted 3 such workshops where we could train around 250 manpowers. The first one was related to some drought and rain forecast and basically remotely sensed data analysis. The second one was on NLP, natural language processing, where a large number of projects are being evaluated and presented. As I remember, there are around 87 PIs who are presenting their projects in different groups from all over India. Then in between, we had one day research conclave, 20th January, which is the foundation day of this university, so to say. When this institute got the university status in 2014, 20th of January, where many of my colleagues from this institute and other institutes around this region showcase their research outcomes. And last 3 days, we had a good deliberation from many colleagues from different parts of the country on one of the very popular topics called data science and machine learning. As you know, nowadays, everywhere people are using AI and ML. All these tools and techniques are data-driven. The major aim, or fundamental aim of organizing this sort of workshops on various topics, sometimes related topics, is that we will have experienced persons, experts of the domain, to share their knowledge with us. We will be learning the research gaps that still exist in the field. We think of new problems. We think of a possible solution of that, and maybe in future come up with a couple of good projects. So I hope we are becoming successful in that direction. Following the last workshop, which was held around 1 month back, we had a couple of meetings with various agencies, and we are more or less sorting out one big project on designing algorithms for drug management in Odisha, in this podium. A couple of my colleagues are also running many projects, and another panel of those projects to have a couple of more meetings and more workshops, maybe in another month or 2 months. Also, we are thinking of having a convocation. If we can manage some time from our Honorable Governor to grace the occasion, which has been a long pending thing in this institute. As I understood, there was only one convocation, and it's maybe around 10 years or 12 years back. So that's a long pending thing. And from this year onwards, we hope that we'll regularly hold this sort of meetings, this sort of workshops, this sort of conferences, propose projects, suggest projects, and we'll invite eminent persons like who are sitting on the dais, who are there in the inaugural ceremony, to help us, to guide us for future growth of this institute. So thank you. Thank you again. Special thanks to my two colleagues who worked very hard to manage this workshop. Dr. Mr. Shajiv Kumar Mr., who is from this institute, and Dr. Devrata Swain, who is from IIIT Bhubaneswar. So my special thanks goes to them. Also, I am very happy to thank all the participants who are very much meticulous. They are participating in all such sessions very sincerely and seriously, and made this workshop a big success. My students and colleagues are very much supporting, very much supporting, I will say. Local management, the voluntary services, and especially the cultural programs that they are arranging is really beyond my imagination. I never thought that we have so much of talent in the extracurricular activities also in this institute. A big thank you to all the students who are participating. With this little introduction, I will thank you once again, and hope in future also you will collaborate with us, cooperate with us to make some such things happen in this institute. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for the promising talk. Your presence always makes us feel more enthusiastic. Now, I take this opportunity to invite our guest of honor, Shri Pradeep Kumar Mishra, Senior Director, Dell Technologies, to please come on the dais and address us.
Very good evening, and thank you very much for having me. Thank you, Professor Assis sir, for inviting and giving me this opportunity to come here. I always love to come over here and interact with all of you and share some of my learning, but take away a lot of things from this institute. I met the very first time Dr. Ramanu sir, very nice interactions, and Professor Pradipta sir, very nice meeting, and Mr. sir, great to see. I know this is a session for AI and ML, and as rightly Professor sir told that everyone is trying to do something. That I would like to tell two things from my end, from an industry perspective over here. One, in India, the digital transformation industry is making us self-reliant. And from $194 billion as for 2022, we became $297 billion on a digital industry perspective. Is in 50% year-over-year growth. And with this modern technology coming and we are leading digital transformations, we are expecting by 2027 to become $1 trillion digital economy. That's the opportunity, or that's the skill I would like to say. And opportunity lies in AI ML scope perspective. So you all are here, house full of talent. Try to understand and capture this. Second thing is AI, ML, what we are talking, it actually brings a basket full of opportunity for human progress. And I'm always an advocate of how we can utilize technology for human progress. One simple example I was reading in today's newspaper that how students and professors from one of the UK university, if I'm not wrong, University of Sheffield, they came up with these applications, the AI applications, which actually can identify the cognitive health conditions to treat diseases like dementia or Alzheimer. These are it's very difficult in current days. There is a pen and paper. The medical practitioners will assess with a lot of conditions. But with these technologies coming in, with the speed we can identify or diagnose these kind of neurological disorders currently we are seeing, which is very, very difficult. This is such a small example. So I would like to really request, over here to look this technology, how we can come and give back to our society, immense opportunity to actually contribute to the human progress over here. And with this talent, I'm super hopeful, and this will be, again, things overdone here. I know this institute, I'm associated since last 2014. I was coming merely to hire people over here, but nowadays I think you guys no more require. You guys are actually super talented and getting this done. But my association goes over here with this institute. It's very loving, and I like the talents over here and the faculty members over here, engagement here. The professor Asisa coming in, it will grow multifold. I would like to wish best of luck and keep continuing doing these sessions, because these are treasures actually. In 3 months, what Sarah just told, what we have done, it is amazing. It is unbelievable in this short time to do this. Continue to this, and wherever possible, I will be part of it. Thank you very much for having me, and have a great evening.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for motivating us. Thank you for bringing fresh ideas to the table. Now, I take this opportunity to invite our guest of honor, Professor Pradeep Kumar Nanda, Vice Chancellor, SOA Deemed University, to please share his thoughts with us.
Good evening, everybody. Chief guest of this function, Ramasundarayan, Director of IMMT, Director of this institute, Professor Ashish Ghose, who is known to me for more than 2 decades, and I think Pradeep Misra, which is Senior Director here, Dr. Sanjeev Misra, who is the coordinator. I know of the dais, I think Madam Susmita Ghose, Professor in Science, Jalapur, and Dr. Swai. We all actually are in a helm of GRSS society for quite some time, and I think currently the director of this institute is the chair. He was the chair, joined this place. Obviously, Madam was there. Prior to that, I was also the chair of that. And Dr. Swai is involved, vice chair. I think Professor Ghose has taken over this director of this institute. Is a good sign. Institute of university has 3 mandates. One mandate is high quality teaching and research. That should be there. And then the second mandate is actually more on focus on the society, giving back to the society, extension activities. University mandate is that connecting to the society. And yes, so therefore the university should be in society itself. It's not out of the society and silos we have to learn and go away. So that way, I think Ghose has a lot of ideas, and I was just listening, as I'm happy that a lot of activities started. And yes, the university students have 2 things. The creativity is one, which is I think not confined to a university, irrespective of the degree and kind of the kind of whatever you pursue, that's there. So I think the students who join are good here, and particularly at all levels, I believe students are very creative, and therefore these kind of workshops we should not also as students should collaborate with each other and learn from each other. This is the age of interdisciplinary research, and societal problems are emerging in different dimensions. The problems which existed 20 years back no more are the same problems, but problems in a different basket. I mean to say, I'll give an example how people think in the society. Students like the participants also who are here in the family of this institute. And yes, all of them can think together to solve these societal problems jointly, either with any industry or with academia. And yes, I'll give you one example of a people have to think differently for a societal problem. It touched me, so I love to share that. In fact, all of us have been scavengers, I think, cleaning the manholes. We have seen, but it goes unnoticed from our kind of the site. We see that, we ignore that. But there are some students from, I forgot the name, IITs and others. They could see there are a lot of loss of life because of the poisonous gas emitted from the manhole. And because these poor people have no other way to earn their livelihood, so they actually adhere to what they have to post to do these stuff. So they have some sort of things that this is a societal problem, let's solve it. Started a company, startup, and they devise a autonomous robot. To do the same job, exactly the same thing, they have the hands and everything. The same job what the scavengers are doing, but they will not go into the manhole. The manhole name is, all of you know, because the man is cleaning the hole, that's why there is the manhole. So it should not be a manhole also, it's a very painful thing when I listen to this. So it should be something else. So in the manhole, now the robot will be operated by the same scavenger and clean the, actually whatever is to be cleaned, and without being affected by the poisonous gas. So they did it, became successful, funded by the Government of India, and I think Government of India saw all transformation coming up in the only I saw, and it was all showcased by the people how we did it. And it is Government of India appreciated, taken over that, and I think someday it will come into use. So that's also a very tiny thing, but unnoticed thing, but then it's a great thing. So they involved computer science, electronics, sensors, actuators, whatnot, I think mechanical, robots. So it is interdisciplinary problem. So a single discipline is difficult to solve. So therefore, societal problems they are very, and therefore we need to have such kind of collaboration, such kind of modern kind of what kind of the technology should adopt, and therefore we'll be able to contribute to the society from the university. I think a couple of minutes back, Mr. was suggesting that the universities like this should give back also to the help the society. And there are enough problems around us, but those are noticed. Maybe we have to be a little careful with problems. And yes, therefore we should solve it. And particularly this workshop, data science and machine learning, that's the buzzword for today, maybe more than a decade. But machine learning is not new. I think Professor Ghosh is very stalwart in this, and Madam also is there. So machine learning is kind of part of AI and part of computer vision and all. It goes back to 50s and 60s. It's not new. It's kind of a rejuvenated, we can say, but it's not new. I think Marvin Minsky, there's a group of different people thinking of adaptive systems, learning systems in silos, in different aspects. In one group, Rumeland, Maxwell, they are the group studying. And in MIT, Marvin Minsky is the father of AI. So he was also working. And there are other groups also in Stanford working. So there are isolated groups working in adaptive systems. And while learning was part of that, maybe this kind of buzzword was not there, machine learning, and data was not that huge. So therefore the learning systems were developed, adaptive systems were developed, and Marvin Minsky, who had the PhD from MIT itself in 62, I believe, is perceptron. The perceptron, actually he disproved something. I think you have gone through the perceptron, how the learning happens in the hidden layers of the perceptron, which is still a difficult task today. And he somehow conjectured, kind of predicted that cannot go further for 20 years. So 20 years, the whole world, MIT, actually the torchbearer of the research predicted, so the whole world also changed their viewpoint. 20 years down the line, stop, revived again by Rumela, excellent group, 6. But they could think, no, it can't happen. So then concept of backpropagation by Paul Rose came, who is economist, not a computer scientist, neither engineer, so not mathematician. He was doing for something else, but it was very useful for the learning. And then it actually gained momentum. I think PDP, you must have read chapter 8 for learning the internal representation of perceptron. So that was, the learning was not new, but now the learning has in a different kind of the framework. And why? The reason is earlier those days data was not so powerful and there was no enough data. Because the computing also, device technology was very limited, computing technology was also very limited, so data was very limited. And of late, so therefore the data science has grown. I think nationally also it has grown. And I think a lot of us, I think the madam was saying that data is the power. Yes, has the data, could be medical data, could be data. I think people think earlier the slogan was knowledge was the power, now the data is the power. So that way have the data. And the data is very complex now. It's not the simple data we used to see when you learn programming or computer handling. The computers were designed those days are not so powerful. So because of the limitations of the device technology. So therefore the data grew, also the technology grew and the processing power grew, the supercomputing power came out. So therefore data also has a lot of variability. And particularly the remote sensing, which the workshop, remote sensing data has a lot of kind of multi-dimensional data sets, kind of different dimension data, multi-spectral data, and so a lot of complexity in the data itself. Therefore, the data science is the right thing to address this kind of issues in the remote sensing. Remote sensing also has gained power and the visibility we already see. We see the predictions every day, and because of the satellites, and yes, the data analysis, but the weather prediction people who are doing, the large models that take up, and the predictions models work, and the way they predict, actually we get the advantage, the common man for the society. So there is a direct impact of this society on the society, this kind of issues in remote sensing. So therefore the remote sensing looks easy or looks simple or looks very lucrative, but then the problem involved is, or the issues involved is very much complex. So therefore one needs to handle those, and yes, machine learning, and the machine learning involvement has learning, deep kind of the learning theory, and people have used a lot of techniques of deep learning, remote sensing, and we have a lot of workshops in our under the banner of aegis of this GRSS society conducted last several years. A lot of workshops discussing these issues. Experts from different kind of country, across the country and abroad also have visited our night, share that. So therefore this learning, which is a buzzword, I believe everybody is fascinated now to work on this. I am sure last 3 days there must be some sort of confidence still in you, the participants who are young students, I think should carry on, and particularly focusing on this issue if you are interested with GRSS and particularly for the remote sensing, that also has a lot of societal applications. And I wish if you start working, motivated to start working on, particularly on remote sensing. Dr. Swai is one of the faculty, I think he is actively involved in this, particularly he works on that, oceanography and other things and remote sensing. His lecture must be interesting, we have heard several times too. So I wish that some sort of hub should be here in this institute under the leadership of Professor Bose, start a center for center of excellence or center for research on remote sensing using machine learning. I'll be happy to see that center come again, to see that center work really well. Wish all the best. 3 days might have spent very nicely, and go back, remember, reconnect to, wish will be connected to our GRSS society here itself, and wish that you will contribute for the society through this working research by this working this remote sensing problems. Wish you all the best. Thank you all the organizers. Thank you, Professor Bose, for inviting me to share some of the. Thank you.
much, sir, for the engaging talk. Thank you. Now I take this opportunity to express our gratitude, our special thanks to Sri Pradeep Kumar Mishra, Senior Director, Dell Technologies, for he managed some time out of his hectic schedule and came here to join us to celebrate the splendid success of this national workshop. I request our director to kindly facilitate it. Let's have a huge round of applause. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir. Now, may I please invite our chief guest of the evening, Dr. Ramanuj Narayan, Director, Council of Science and Industrial Research, Institute of Minerals and Materials Technology, Bhubaneswar. Please come on the dais and address us.
जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ is also playing with us. Sometime dark, sometime light, and that is part. Most respected Director of your teacher-like friend, Professor Ashish Ghosh, Madam Ghosh, the guest of honor, Mr. Ji, my Chancellor, Sanjeev Kumar Mishra Ji, and Pradeep Kumar Nanda Ji, yes, sorry, Dr. Mishra, Professor Swain, faculty of this great institution, all the participants, and my dear students. When I have been invited, I was in two minds whether I come or not. Because for me, data science, artificial intelligence, just like Kala Akshar Bhais Barabar. But I have been associated, this is my first time come to this institution. But I was knowing this institute since day of my joining. When the registrar of this university has contacted me that you have to help, that today we have missed our honorable chief guest, the chief secretary of the state, P.K. Jainaji, that you have to be part of the discussion with the probable director of this institute. So on that basis, at least I should study about this institute, what they are doing, what they require, and sometimes the person from outside field will be a better judge. On that basis, I went there. We do have lot of interactions, but we have selected diamond like Professor Ghosh, that when we were seeing the data, the best accomplishment among everyone, whether you come from research, and when he was expressing a very soft spoken person, but with a firmness of the, and what in the briefing it has been told by our Chief Secretary. Today he is not here, but I might have met a lot of IS officers and Chief Secretary across. But I can term him as a scientist Chief Secretary. The type of thinking, what he was having when he was briefing to all of us, that what we need and what is the dream of him for this great institute. What type of activity he wanted to see in this institution, that this institute should be bubbling with energy. Sometimes he told that I want to make our guest house like a 5-star hotel, 3-star hotel. That type of things will come from vision. Why? Because IT companies are there and their faculty will come. So they should even add more accommodation to that place so that this institute people will feel. His thinking was that some abroad people will come. Odisha is a good tourist destination. So some foreign faculties will come and they will stay here. So that was his vision. Then his vision was that when we brought IIIT and all young students are here, that how to create a startup, entrepreneurship, and if today India is a startup India, a stand-up India in those aspects, maximum come from your sector. You have the power. So that was his vision. He was telling, starting from the cyclone, and he was very happy that at least he was a disaster management secretary that time, and at least today our state of Odisha is safe. That whatever cyclone will come, that data science has helped, the real correct prediction is helping, and besides that, he was also talking about that how AI and data science is helping in that type of correct prediction. Then he was thinking his vision is, or even Honorable Chief Minister vision is, that how this data science can be used for the agriculture, for the irrigation, for the different schemes, what government is launching, not people contact, you can contact through data. So these were his vision while briefing. Then we were analyzing the data of the people who have appeared for this. Then we have got Professor Bose with an accomplishment. You see his publications. One publication is one treasure, and you can create one data set and one algorithm from his work. I don't understand, only I have seen some of the titles, but I can understand that have a big ramification for the future. And this institute, I think, the type of activity he has started, as you have seen the workshop today, this is the part. Right now, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Nandasa, I little bit differ from his thinking. Still knowledge is power. Knowledge is bigger set, data is a subset. And if you want to apply data with a proper knowledge, proper thought, knowledge has been the power, knowledge will be the power. Data, before coming to this great city of Bhubaneswar, I was in Hyderabad, and Professor Swain will be knowing. Always I used to go to Balanagar. On the right side, one National Remote Sensing Agency was there, that NRSS. And my curiosity, that today we were talking about curiosity, then I was thinking, what remote sensing will do? So I went inside. If you go to INQUIS, if you go to NIO Goa, if you go to NGRI, so earlier these data sets where they were bringing, you go to Survey of India, and wherever go to ISRO, all exhibition they will show this data only, that prediction. So like that we have understood some part of it, that how it is applied, my curiosity, although I don't know much, but how it is applied. I should know the application. In my institute also, I can see the application, that in mining, how it is being applied. In minerals, how it will be applied. In materials, if you want to predict the properties, suppose you are making materials for aerospace, that everybody cannot take test for the creep testing, that what lifetime. So lot of potential, and this workshop will bring, and I will always tell you that whenever you do workshop, you bring an illiterate like me, then I will give you a right problem. Okay? Because knowledgeable person of that field, you are so fixed with the idea, so it will not come. But when illiterate will ask you question, definitely new materials will come. So that is called disruption. That is called disruptive innovation, and product come with this. 2 months back, I was in Luminous Technologies. So that place, one IIT person was a startup. He was making zinc care battery, and he had just manufactured. Then I told, I know the materials better than you. I didn't open a company. How you open a company? Then he told, sir, what happens that you know the subject more. If you will know the subject more, you will not able to do the things. So that's why I thought that I can collect all the material and I should apply it. And later on I will see science of material, science of interface. First is my how to generate voltage and how to generate current and how to apply it. That's why I collected from internet. This is the zinc, this is the electrode, this is the cathode. Then I told that what concept it works, whether it is electron cell or the other cell, dry cell, all the things, and I made, and product is in front of you. Then I realized I was working in a big consortium for Dyson-style solar cell. For that tomorrow your this inner house will be a solar cell, your paints will be a solar cell. That is a concept. Then I was thinking, it's right. First, apply. Second, my direct interaction was with Bhubaneswar, that IIIT Hyderabad. So there is a big doctor of the heart, that what care hospital you are seeing in Bhubaneswar. One of the founder was Bhubaneswar Raju. So Dr. Raju was very close to me. We used to interact. Then one day I went to his room, and 2 professors and 6 students from IIIT Hyderabad were sitting there. Then I told, what you are doing with IIIT, sir? What you want to do? Then you know phenomenon. Everybody have some blood pressures. All of you have tested your blood pressure sometime. Raise your hand, students, please. Sometimes or the other, everybody will check blood pressure, right? So he told a very interesting finding. When you check blood pressure, so how doctor will take that blood pressure, systolic and diastolic, that what things they will take. When doctor will measure, then he told that suppose it is coming 130 by 90, right? So for him, it is 120 by 80 or 85, based on at least 20, because he was senior doctor, Somaraju, Padusri Somaraju. He was having data of all his patients. He is now 80 years, almost 75 years. So he has that much of data points. So when you go to doctor, automatically your BP will be raised. When doctor will touch you, suppose you are measuring yourself, then he told, when you have 140, it is 130 for me, and whatever you measure, and 90, 85 for me, so for the top analysis and down analysis. Then I understood, very interesting. Then one day medical college called me, Osmania Medical College. I have nothing to do with a doctor. And they called me to lecture. Then I told, so in God's country, how I will give a lecture? But they told how to write a research project. That was my topic, and how to write a research project and how to write a research paper. That is our expertise. Whether we do something or not, but we will write paper necessary. Okay. So in that aspect we went. Then I told that doctor, I have one idea. And that was indirectly linked that today also I was talking about. Then I told every day if you see that European Journal of Medicine or England Journal of that Medicine, all those doctors will read. So if you are testing your CBP, vitamin D, vitamin E, and all those things, and it was almost, I am talking about 6 to 7 years back when I went to medical college. Why don't you collect the data of those in one, suppose Lal Bakh lab or some of the big agencies? If we will collect those data, India will be, we will understand which type of population it happens. And today in our organization CSIR, it is a big project that called genomics, that is the cohort project. And in our institute is taking part with what genome sequencing, what will come. That is the power of triple IT. So we also think into that direction, but we will take a smaller data set. And then my biggest problem was Dr. G. Nazari Shastri. You might be knowing him. He is a big data scientist. Now he joined IIT Hyderabad. Earlier he was a NIST Jorhat director. And he was in my same lab, IICT. So he will in the ground floor, I will be in the second floor. And whenever I will talk to him and he will talk AIML. Okay, machine learning. Today we will discuss what is data science, data mining. Data mining, then I will be also going to excited state, but after 1 week I will meet him. Otherwise he will make it excited, so all data will be mined in me and I will be go underground. So like that, learning. Friends, you have collaborated. All of you are creative. That all 3 lectures, starting from Professor Bose to Professor Nanda to Mishra ji and Mishra ji. Last 3 दिन से मिश्रा जी आपको परेशान किया. All professors will come, deliver lecture, but I hope that it was with practical example, so that was a respite and how workshop should run. But all faculty, that all the participants from wherever you come, can we think, select one problem at least a week? Your own problem. It may not be linked to this system. I also learned sometimes I am not a mining man. I have nothing to do with mining, but I have been given directorship for the mining institute. So I studied, and today nobody can challenge me in mining. That also I can tell you. That is a connecting the thoughts. That is called interdisciplinary research. If you are good at one subject, you can command in each subject. That is the mind. I look everything chemistry. Basic degree chemistry. If you are talking, is a chemistry. If you are eating, you are chemistry. Dressing, chemistry. Everything chemistry. And I challenge any one of you to give me a problem, I will give you chemistry. अब बोलेगा data science में? So your computer itself is a chemistry. I will not give you silicon chips. All knowledge will fail. All will be in your brain only. I will not give you a screen. Go, I will not give you LED. So everything and enjoy. If I am, if you are a student of IIIT or any engineering, I went to university almost 20 days back. The power is young brain. If today our Honorable Prime Minister talks about Atmanirbhar Bharat, it is due to the you young people. So try to use the opportunity. Try to see how many people will reach to SWA, how many people will reach to IIIT, how many people reach to my institute. You are how many, you can calculate the percentage in 130 crore. You are only few thousands, few hundreds, and that shows your importance to the country. When this institute was designed, you see your logo. I was seeing almost half of the symbol is known to me, and all symbols known to you. I know this DVD, I know this, I know 2, 3, 5, 6. But this is called creation of creative atmosphere. For what Professor Bose is here, he will add creativity on you. Your symbol, logo itself show sustainability. That green color, that today people are looking for sustainable world, and your lecture was one of the climate. That climate you learned, health and diagnostic you learned, environmental you learned, that whatever I was seeing the lectures, that which type of lecture was there. And please remember your below written. What is the total form of IIIT? क्या होता है? Institute of International Institute of Information Technology. But imagine, innovate and inspire. This is the word what you have to follow. If you want to be creative, imagine. Everybody, mining industry started. How many of you have read Alchemist novel? पढ़ा है ना Alchemist? Or if you have not studied, please study. Everybody wanted to make gold. They will mix 2-3 materials and they will try to make gold by searching 5-6 people. And that has created an empire of metals and mines. That is the imagination. When imagination will not come, today my imagination is that tomorrow our palm will be a screen. I will create a paint on your head. You will put, it will tell you the temperature. And if host is angry, I will create a sensing paint. What is thinking in his mind, it will come here. And it is doable. It's not that unless you will imagine. I am a paint technologist, And in paint technologist, I have freedom to do anything and everything. When you are artificial, अब देखिए, everything you try to do from heart, not artificial. Artificial will be artificial only. If you are laughing, if you are laughing from heart, it will be different. But if you laugh like, suppose some boss is there, goes there, hello sir, then he has to do. Okay, that is called artificial. So intelligence is in your mind. Intelligence is here. And I can also give a challenging problem to you. Nobody is less intelligent. Everybody is having equal intelligence. But it is up to us how we use our brain. You see your director sir have become Dadichi by eating fish also. You see that he is very thin and lean. Because he put all his creativity in the research. He was not thinking about food. You ask, madam. He will eat and he will read paper. So reading was going in his brain, and food was only for ठीक है जिंदा रहने के लिए खाना है. So that's why whatever you do, it is with an interest. Take your own problem, analyze. Everybody is having equal intelligence. Today, your parents, always try to salute your parents that in whatever position they have sent you to IIIT with lot of struggle. But you have seen wherever he is, how he reached. It will go above how he will reach. So always try to see if we are here, because I am a son of a professor. I went to next series. My daughter is going to another series. So this is the generation that how, which type of environment we are. Therefore, some of you should create a learning environment, and what Ghosh sir has told me while coming on the way is top of agenda. And even in my institute, I am right now doing on a cleaning drive, bulldozer Baba. In IMMT you come and you will show me, I will move on a scooter. Like bulldozer Baba, I am a scooter Baba also. And I am with breaking the barriers, breaking the boundary, keep the freedom in mind, take discussion. What today we are not finding in our students, all of you are intelligent, but try to keep intelligence within. Friends, gone are the days. Knowledge is really available if I will click. Unless you will not apply, that will be a big problem. Become Ranchhod Das, Chancellor. How to apply? Don't become Chatur. Okay, so you take problem. Whenever I get some time in flight or somewhere I will go, I always keep your mind engaged, friends. Don't in criticism of director, criticism of faculty, criticism of your friend. Please apply your brain for creative thing. Then only you will become creative, and what God has given you intelligence, that can be rightfully applied. Half of the people will be engaged in unnecessary things. Later on you will laugh on yourself, why I was engaged in those types of things. You are not a candidate of director, but you will be discussing who will become director. जब तुम चुनाव में ही नहीं लड़ा, तो तू कैंडिडेट के बारे में क्या बात कर रहे हो? And I have seen in most of the institute, डायरेक्टर गया, अब उसके बाद 6 महीना एक टेक्निकल ऑफिसर, टेक्निकल असिस्टेंट, क्यों भी डिस्कस करेगा, सर नेक्स्ट डायरेक्टर कौन होगा? बोले तू कैंडिडेट था क्या वहां? अरे जो होगा जिसको आना आएगा. Let us not waste our time. God has given you birth in a great state, the most happening state of the country, Odisha, which contribute, one of the bigger contributor of economy of the country. What not you have? Natural resources, almost in last 9 months, I think whoever has taken birth in Odisha, they might not have traveled like me. Almost by car I have gone to all parts of the country, starting from Navranpur 12 hours, Raurkela, Kharagpur, whatever districts I have visited. That is the power of our state. Apply, best to wealth is coming to you. Another my interaction, latest I was in Hyderabad, that is called some technology incubator. Your department, that your data mining, learning. I have seen one startup application. That fellow is having some medical data. He has given a warning, he has developed a device by heart data. By sitting in Hyderabad, one Haryana person has been given alert, go to dispensary or go to a doctor because you are on threat of heart attack. That is the power of data science. When you will use wisely, I have seen this startup. So 1 hour back, he has given the when data analysis was done, and he has seen on right time. Suppose he should have seen after 1 hour, and that really happened. He went to Vedanta, that he was nearby Gurgaon. He was saved. So life of people is in your hand. Life of climate is in your hand. Life of technology is in your hand. The opportunity unlimited is the data science, the artificial intelligence. Apply all your God-given gifted intelligence for the betterment of the institute, and we have a director. We want to make it a institute with bubbling energy. अभी तक मैं किसी को नहीं देखा इधर IIIT लिखा हुआ 2-4 चप्पल बनाया हुआ अभी तक देखा नहीं. We'll go to IIT. There will be a round colored shirt, some foot stamp, something will be there. Make your campus vibrating, energetic. Campus should be like my earlier institute, where we have taken a vote in last 27 years. Like in some of the labs, light has never been switched off. We discuss whole night. Now, eat artificial intelligence, eat data, drink data, sleep data, think data. Then lot of things is going to come. And this is true for the faculty. This is true for all the students. If I will go on, I will never stop. So because already 3 days your bread has been eaten. So I will not eat more bread, but only I can tell you that you have the power to enlighten, to lighten, and to brighten the future of Odisha, future of our country, future of globe. Vande Uttal journey. Thank you very much.
The first thing that comes to your mind after listening to our chief guest. So please go on. Thank you, sir, for this wonderful, interesting, and candid talk. And we feel your sparkling honesty is truly inspiring. Thank you for enlightening us, and we would love to listen to you again and again. Let's have a few round of applause. We are truly obliged to the dignitaries for their support and encouragement for the event. We are extremely grateful that they have managed time out of their busy schedules and kindly consented to be with us and celebrate this occasion. Let's observe a small felicitation ceremony to treasure our connection and strengthen our bond. I request our director to felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Pradeep Kumar Nanda. I request our student volunteers to please come forward.
You are not outlined. We have not came and obligation.
We are very happy, sir, and honored that you are with us. Let's have a huge round of Now I request our director to facilitate our chief guest, Dr. Ramanuj Narayan. Let's have a huge round of Now, let's move to the most awaited part of valedictory session, presentation of certificates. We are pleased to present you the work of certificate as a mark of your career advancement. The certificate will not only mark a validation of knowledge, but also increase your employment prospect and mark your distinct academic performance in specified domain of knowledge. May I please request Suparna Ghosh from Birla Institute of Technology, Mishra, to please come on stage. I request our director to kindly distribute the certificate, and let's have a few rounds of applause.
आप लोग खड़ा रहेगा आप देखेंगे आपको पता चला है ठीक है आइए
I request Sangram Meher, IMA Bhubaneswar, to please come on stage. I request Suresh Kumar Mishra, Veer Surendra Sai, University of Technology, to please come on stage. I request Orin Dilakar from DSMLR, Odisha, to please come on stage. I request let's have a huge round of applause for the I request Sudhanshu Ranjan Dibeti, IIIT Bhubaneswar, and Nihar Ranjan Sahu from Ravinsai University to please come on stage. Let's have a huge round of applause for every participant here. May I please request Rani Kumari from Birla Institute of Technology and Uday Narayan Rana from Fakir Mohan University to please come on stage. I request Chinmoy Dora, Uday Narayan Rana, please come on stage. I request Chinmoy Dora, Centurion University of Technology and Management, to please come on stage. Let's have a big round of applause for you. I request Ishita, Karya Ishita from Central University of Rajasthan, please come on stage. I request Baby Sonal from Birla Institute of Technology and Rakesh Tarun from OSTMA to please come on stage. Let's have a big round of applause. I request Abhijit Behra from International NGO and Gitanjali Sa from OSTMA. Please come on stage. I request Satyam Nayak from BSSUT Odisha and Vishal Kumar from Central University of South Bihar. Please come on stage. Let's have a big round of applause to celebrate this moment. Vishal Kumar, please come on stage. I request Professor Puspanjali Mahapatra from IIIT Bhubaneswar, please come on stage. Let's have a huge round of applause for Professor Puspanjali Mahapatra. I request Satyam Kumar of Birla Institute of Technology, please. Thank you everyone. It's a kind thing. Now may I please request the convener of the workshop, Assistant Professor IIIT Bhubaneswar, Professor Sanjeev Kumar Mishra, to please offer a vote of thanks.
Very good evening, everyone. Distinguished guests of honor, respected resource persons and researchers, esteemed colleagues and participants, and my dear students. The past 3 days of the workshop have been most enriching in terms of learning, sharing knowledge, and collective thinking. In the spirit of successful event and with hopes of many such similar endeavors, I have pleasure proposing the formal vote of thanks. First and foremost, on the behalf of IIIT Bhubaneswar, we thank our respected dignitaries on the stage for finding time to join us today. We heartily thank Dr. Ramanuj Narayan, Director CSIR IMMT, for gracing this occasion with august presence. Despite of his busy schedule, your insightful vision and wise words have motivated us. Thank you, sir, for being here with us today. We owe our debt gratitude Professor Pradipta Kumar Nanda, Vice Chancellor, Goa University, for sharing his precious time and seasoned wisdom. Your insights will keep us motivated in the days to come. Thank you, sir. We express our deep sense of gratitude to Pradeep Kumar Mishra, Senior Director, DEL, for his thought-provoking lecture and encouraging interaction with the students. Thank you, sir, for being a motivating presence in our events. We heartily thank the Director, IIIT Bhubaneswar, Professor Ashish Ghosh, for his unflinching support in making this significant event possible. Despite time constraints and the magnitude of the program, your guidance at every step helped us put it together. I thank my co-convener, Dr. Devabrata Swain from IIT Bhubaneswar, for his fruitful collaboration. Your meticulous efforts in proposing, planning, and organizing this event have made all the difference. Thank you. We wholeheartedly thank the sponsors of this event, IEEE GRSS KOLKATA chapter and IEEE APS, under the inter-society networking activities, and hope for many such future partnerships. I express my heartfelt gratitude to our registrar, Professor Devashish Jana, for his support in making all arrangements possible. I think entire organizing committee of DSMLR's IIIT Bhubaneswar for enabling a smooth and successful conduction of the workshop. I thank my colleagues, technical teams, and all the staff members, and especially our student volunteers, for ensuring the seamless conduct of the workshop. Also, sincere thanks to all supporting staff, housekeeping staff, for all the support. I immensely thank the resource persons from different parts of the country for their knowledge field contribution. I thank the media persons for their valued presence with us today and helping us creating awareness about this event. Finally, I thank young and bright students and researchers whose enthusiasm and hard work was visible all through the event. I sincerely apologize if I have missed acknowledging any functionaries. Thanks each of you once again.
It's wonderful when we are together. Unity is strength. Where there is unity, there is always victory. Let's be together and sing along our national anthem. I request you to please stand in respect to our national anthem.
मैडम आप ये आइए बहुत मैडम इधर नेक्स्ट टाइम बड़ा रहा है आइए मैडम
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you everyone for the vibration you have created. We have arranged high tea, the open space near the auditorium. Let's come together